Hey everyone, in today's lesson I want to show some results I've had with an amazing video generation artificial intelligence called Minimax. I share my tool opinions from successful channels. I earn $1,500 monthly, started with Haiper, then Runaway, now Minimax. For example, I'll show the channels where I make between $1,000 to $1,500 a month. I'll show you on my computer screen in a bit, but first you already know, comment below if you're using any AI tools for videos so we can chat. Maybe I'll discover something new or recommend one that I use to help with your project. All right, without further ado, let's go straight to my computer screen. Here I am on one of my main channels, AI Cinema. You can already see videos with 2.6 million views, 1.2 million, 837,000, and 476,000. I don't want to brag. It's just that what I'm going to talk about in this video comes from someone who has had some success, okay? And you can see that I use images to create videos, right? So I generate an image. Where do you generate images, Rodrigo? For example, nowadays I use Flux a lot. I've also used Midjourney, which is a great tool, and I've used Deogran and Leonardo as well. But today I mainly use Flux. You'll notice that they are images that move with a soundtrack behind them. I'll show you that within the tool shortly. For example, nowadays I use Flux a lot. I've also used Midjourney, which is a great tool, and I've used Deogran and Leonardo as well. But today I mainly use Flux, and you'll notice that they are images that move with a soundtrack behind them. I'm going to show that in the tool now. Okay, this here is Helium Minimax, and I also use, as I mentioned, the case of Runaway, all right? But let's focus here, Minimax. Let's open a video here. I want to start with the most recent one where I Minimax, okay? Let's grab the one from Resident Evil. Let's grab the one from Resident Evil. Where is it? Look here, let's go. You can see it here, right? Sony and everything else anyway. Let's grab it here, okay? All this movement was indeed done in Minimax. Notice how it moves its head. Anyone who works with video artificial intelligence knows this. So when a person moves, sometimes they change their face. Sometimes they move their arm. It gets a bit distorted, a bit deformed. It can look a bit trippy. And here, just look at the coherence. I'm going to enlarge the screen here. Take a look at the movement of the eyes too, and the hands. It moves its head, moves its eyes, moves its hair, moves its hands. So it's really impressive. In a recent channel that I just created not long ago, which is already getting quite a few views, like 29, 18, 18, 13, 11, 5, and so on, I include a narration and a more frantic editing style. Let's grab the same video here just so you can get an idea of the speed. Let's take a look. Here, on the same screen, check it out.
Suddenly, they are attacked by children and kids infected with a deadly virus. Joseph Frost is brutally killed. Brad Vick.
Well, so you notice that this animation is really good, very consistent, and it conveys a certain realism, right? There are people who unaware don't even notice. What I get the most in the comments is, right? Yeah, wow, how much is this movie going to cost and everything, right? Look at that.
In an act of redemption, rocket launcher that Chris and Jill used to destroy the monster. With the stain about to explode, Chris, Jill, Barry, R choose in Nick's time, leaving behind the dark secrets of Umbrella. But the beautiful conspiracy summer, and the survivors know that the fight against bioterrorism has just begun.
Well, basically that's it, folks. Let's go back here. The last tests I did. I'm making a story about the New Mutants, the X-Men, and in this case, it's a video featuring John Gray and Rogue. And basically, check out the latest results I got. This here is an image created in Flux. Check it out. Here, obviously, there's no sound, but notice the eyes, the mouth, the hair in the same image, right? I'm generating 2, 3, 4 times, and you can see that I'm obviously changing the prompts, but what I've noticed is that, look, here there's a prompt, right? Cinematic camera angle, move the head side to side, blink the eyes, and she, in this case, observes the surroundings. She's silent with no mouth movement. Sometimes she respects it, sometimes she doesn't, but sometimes I leave it without a prompt and look at the result. It's impressive. the AI can understand the context, and most of the time it gives a good result. Look, here it is with the prompt too. Let's see, here it is with the prompt as well. And look, there are some changes. Let's check another one here. Oh, in this case, it's Margot Robbie, right? Also, look how interesting. Here's another change. Let me see if I have Jean Grey here too. Let's get Jean Grey here. Check out the result. This is that actress who's in Stranger Things. In fact, she's slated to be in the New Mutants movie. The new X-Men, actually, because New Mutants is something else. The New Mutants, by the way, is from DC. Anyway, check out the results. How impressive. Others here. Actually, I even have one here. Oh, let's compare, right? Let's compare. Here, let's open another video. Let's open another video. Just here from Runaway. Let's grab a video from the time I was working on Runaway and also from the time of Haiper. Let's take from Haiper so you can see what the difference in quality I'm talking about is. Let's grab my first videos from way back from the beginning when I was making them in Haiper. Look, let's take the one from He-Man, for example. Check out the He-Man one that got 2.6 million views and was made in Haiper. So guys, it doesn't mean you need to have the best quality. You just need to have good quality. And you hit the right theme. You can see that it's monetized, the ads showing up. To monetize a channel, it's not just about making the videos. Today, out of every 10 channels, 9 are not monetized because they choose some content that they can't or they don't set it up correctly. I teach that in my monetization mentorship, and I'll leave the link in the video description. But look how interesting, right? Let's go. All of this in Haiper. You can see that the image is good, because back then I don't remember if I was using Leonardo or if I was using Journey, right? I also use Stable Diffusion too. But look, you notice that they move a lot less and have much less life compared to Minimax, right? Look how it moves. Little compared to this here. I'm going to open one here from my computer just to show. Look at this here, for example. I'm going to open it here, right? Look at this. Look how this moves. And then you come to something like this. Do you see the evolution? Now let's take one that I made in Runaway. So we can see. Runaway is at the same quality as Minimax, but after Minimax got an update, got better in my opinion. Let's take the one from Power Ranger. This little song is wonderful, right? Here I made it in Runaway, check it out.
Despite saving the Earth, a group of ordinary kids has chosen to face the greatest challenges the universe has ever seen. What did you find?
You can see in Will Smith's mouth how it gets a little deformed. Take a look at
Unlikely heroes. It has.
So in Runaway, it gets a little deformed, but it's still really good. And it moves less than in Minimax.
About to become humanity's only hope.
Here in Runaway, you can also see that it walks. It even walks pretty well, but you can tell it stumbles a bit, right?
Story begins when...
Now the quality is really good, and I was already doing the images here in Flux, right? Do you see how it moves? A little. Now let's take one here again from Minimax. Let's take, for example, don't know, this one here. Let's put it here. Look how it moves. So much more. I'm going to start from the beginning. Did you see? It moves a lot more than in Runaway. Let's grab another one here. Let's take one here from Wolverine, for example, from another video that I made here. Let's go. Here. Take a look. Let's take Dr. Strange, for example. Look, how he moves a lot more, it gives much more life. Let's take one of Ghost Rider too. Look at this. Look how he's riding the motorcycle. So, I'm in love with Minimax. I can make a tutorial video if you want, but it's really simple. Look, you go into Minimax, which is Minimax Hailu, okay? It's Hailu Minimax, but it's Minimax. Anyway, it's super simple. You click here on Create, super simple. Then you upload an image here, one that you made, obviously. I have my images here. You just put the image here. It will load. And you will choose this new model here, which, even though it says it's perfect for 2D illustrations, this isn't really a 2D illustration, right? It's kind of 3D. But this version is giving me better results. This one I'm using is the old version, right? So, this version is the one that's bringing these wonders. And then you can click right here. You can even queue up to 5 here. It will use more credits. Anyway, your plan is unlimited. Right. Look, it's unlimited here, all right? But you can also put that prompt, which I'm going to show you my prompt, okay? Which is basically this one. Look, let's go. The best thing you can do is put it here in the translator. Just put it in Google Translate. Great. And then you come here. Let me grab my prompt that I set aside here. It's the one I separated, but you can't find it, right? It's right here. This is what I put in Google Translate. Look, let's open it up. It's this one. Cinematic camera angles, move red side to side, blink your eyes. He observes the surrounding environment. So either I don't put anything or I put this here. Of course, this is a standard prompt, right? For example, if I wanted him to simply walk, I would put him, I'm even looking at my leash here, I would put him to walk forward naturally, for example, right? Or when in Street Fighter, for example, in the Street Fighter trailer, I put him training boxing. So the guy does some boxing moves, so you really have to master the prompt. But this is my opinion about the Minimax tool. The video was exactly that, to share my thoughts on someone who's already getting results with just one channel making $1,000 to $1,200, while I'm making $1,000 to $1,500, and actually I have 10 channels, out of which 8 are monetized, 5 in Brazil and 5 international. If you want to know more, I'll leave the link to my AI Master monetization mentoring, okay? And now, also, let me know in the comments, do you use any AI for video? If you want to know more, I'll leave the link to my AI Master monetization mentoring, okay? And now, so let me know in the comments, do you use any AI for video? Would you like to use this AI to monetize on YouTube channels or in other projects? Comment down below. Just a reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and leave your comment, okay? I'll see you in the next class. See you later.